Daft Punk were a French electronic music duo formed in 1993 in Paris by Guy-Manuel de Home-Christo and Thomas Bangalter, often considered one of the most influential acts in dance music history. They achieved popularity in the late 1990s as part of the French house movement. They also had success in the years following, combining elements of house music with funk, techno, disco, indie rock and pop. After Bangalter and Home-Christo's indie rock band Darlene disbanded, they began experimenting with drum machines, synthesizers and the talk box. Their debut studio album Homework was released by Virgin Records in 1997 to positive reviews, backed by singles Around the World and Da Funk. From 1999, they assumed robot personas with helmets, outfits and gloves for public appearances to preserve their identities. They made few media appearances. They were managed from 1996 to 2008 by Pedro Winter, the head of Ed Banger Records. Daft Punk's second album, Discovery, had further success, supported by hit singles One More Time, Digital Love, and Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. The album became the basis for an animated film, Interstellar 5555, produced by Japanese animator Leiji Matsumoto. Daft Punk's third album, Human After All, received mixed reviews, though the singles Robot Rock and Technologic achieved success in the United Kingdom. The duo directed their first film, Electroma, an avant-garde science fiction film, in 2006. They toured throughout 2006 and 2007 and released the live album Alive 2007, which won a Grammy Award for Best Electronic Dance Album. The tour is credited for popularizing dance music in North America. Daft Punk composed the score for the 2010 film Tron: Legacy. In 2013, Daft Punk left Virgin for Columbia Records and released their fourth album, Random Access Memories. To acclaim, lead single, Get Lucky, reached the top 10 in the charts of 32 countries. Random Access Memories won 5 Grammy Awards in 2014, including Album of the Year and Record of the Year for Get Lucky. In 2016, Daft Punk gained their only number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 with Starboy, a collaboration with The Weeknd. Rolling Stone ranked them No. 12 on its list of the 20 greatest duos of all time. They announced their split in 2021. Guy-Manuel de Home-Christo and Thomas Bangalter met in 1987 while attending the Lycée Carnot secondary school in Paris. The two became friends and recorded demos with others from the school. In 1992, they formed a guitar group, Darlene, with Bangalter on bass, Home-Christo on guitar, and additional guitarist Laurent Brankowitz. The trio named themselves after the Beach Boys song, Darlene, which they covered along with an original composition. Both tracks were released on a multi-artist ape under Duophonic Records, a label owned by the London-based band Stereolab, who invited Darlene to open for shows in the United Kingdom. Bangalter felt that, the rock'n'roll thing we did was pretty average. I think, it was so brief, maybe 6 months, 4 songs and 2 gigs and that was it. A negative review in Melody Maker by Dave Jennings dubbed the music a daft punky thrash. The band found the review amusing. As Home-Christo stated, "We struggled so long to find Darlene, and this happened so quickly." Darlene soon disbanded, leaving Brankowitz to pursue other efforts with Phoenix. Bangalter and Home-Christo formed Daft Punk and experimented with drum machines and synthesizers. In September 1993, Daft Punk attended a rave at Eurodisney, where they met Stuart McMillan of Slam, co-founder of the label Soma Quality Recordings. The demo tape given to McMillan at the rave formed the basis for Daft Punk's debut single, The New Wave, a limited release in 1994. The single also contained the final mix of The New Wave, called Alive, which was to be featured on Daft Punk's first album. Daft Punk returned to the studio in May 1995 to record Da Funk. It became their first commercially successful single the same year. After the success of Da Funk, Daft Punk looked to find a manager. The duo eventually settled on Pedro Winter, who regularly promoted them and other artists at his hype night clubs. The band signed with Virgin Records in September 1996 and made a deal through which the duo licensed its tracks to the major label through its production company, Daft Tracks. Bungalta stated that while the duo received numerous offers from record labels, they wanted to wait and ensure that Daft Punk did not lose creative control. He ultimately considered the deal with Virgin to be more akin to a partnership. In the mid to late 90s, Daft Punk performed live without costumes in many places including the United States. In 1996, they were featured at an even further event in Wisconsin, their first public performance in the US in addition to live original performances. They performed in various clubs using vinyl records from their collection. They were known for incorporating various